It was one of those long-anticipated class reunions. I had picked an outfit I thought was classic and safe. A neutral cardigan, loose-fitting pants, hair pulled back the usual way. I felt fine as I walked into the room. Then I saw her, an old friend looking absolutely radiant. Her hair was softly styled, her blouse hugged her figure just right, and she wore this confident glow that made everyone turn their heads. Before I could even say hello, someone glanced at me and said, "You look tired today." I wasn't tired. But in that moment, I caught my reflection and realized something. It wasn't about wrinkles or age. It was about the choices I had been making for years. My clothes, my colors, even my haircut were stuck in a version of myself that no longer felt current. And it showed. That moment was eye-opening. I started to see how playing it too safe with style can actually make us fade into the background. Somewhere along the way, I had traded in boldness and personality for comfort and familiarity. But after a certain point in life, fashion should evolve with us. It should highlight our experience, our energy, and our confidence. This video isn't about dressing like you're 30 again. It's about avoiding those outdated choices that quietly age us. I'll walk you through the 8 biggest style mistakes I personally made, share real-life examples, and show you how small shifts can make you feel more like yourself again. Only better, only bolder. Let's begin. You might just recognize a little bit of your own story in mine. 1 outdated silhouettes that age you instantly. I'll be honest. For years, I clung to my old skinny jeans and fitted tops like they were old friends. I wore them to a charity brunch last spring, thinking I was playing it safe. But looking at a photo afterward, I barely recognized myself. I looked dated and out of touch, like I'd stepped out of a fashion time capsule from 2011. Here's the truth. As our bodies change, so should our silhouettes. According to a 2025 report from the American Fashion Insight Group, over 67% of women over 50 feel more confident when wearing modern, relaxed cuts. Stylist Rachel Fisher, who works with women in their 60s and 70s, says, "Holding onto outdated fits can unintentionally age us." The key is to update shape, not self. So what works now? Wide leg or barrel leg pants offer room and grace without losing structure. Linen blazers in a boxy cut feel fresh, especially in warmer months. And oversized button-downs like those from Frank and Eileen strike the perfect balance between laid back and polished. I love layering mine over a fitted tank to keep the look clean and pulled together. Don't fear volume. Balance it with something sleek like ankle boots or a simple tucked-in top. Trust me, you'll look effortlessly modern. Have you recently looked at your favorite outfit and wondered if it's still working for you? Which piece in your closet are you afraid to let go of? Coming up next, let's talk color. Because even the most elegant cuts can fall flat if your palette is quietly draining your glow. 2, wearing all neutrals can drain your face. For years, I lived in shades of beige, navy, and soft gray. They felt safe, classic. But one day, my daughter looked at me and said, "Mom, why do you always wear clothes the same color as the walls?" That comment stopped me cold. I looked in the mirror and realized she was right. My complexion looked dull, almost washed out. I didn't look tired, I looked invisible. And it turns out there's science behind that. According to a 2025 study by the Color Psychology Institute, 74% of women over 50 reported feeling more energized and confident when they wore soft, bright colors close to their face. Color consultant and style expert Rachel Hoffman explains, pastels like sorbet pink, Mint green and soft lavender reflect light better and bring a gentle glow to mature skin. I've been adding more of these hues to my wardrobe, starting small. My go-to now is a mint linen set from Banana Republic. It's fresh without being overpowering. I also love my blush pink jeans from Good American. I pair them with a white button-down and neutral sandals. The key is balance. If I wear color on the bottom, I keep the top soft and neutral, and vice versa. Have you ever worn a neutral outfit and felt invisible? What colors make you feel the most alive? I'd love to hear in the comments. Coming up next, we're talking about a styling mistake that sneaks into every closet: shapeless silhouettes. Let's talk about how structure can instantly elevate your whole look. 3. Forgetting denim or wearing the wrong kind. For years, I avoided wearing jeans. They felt stiff, unforgiving, and honestly, I thought they were best left to younger women. But what I didn't realize was that by giving up denim altogether, I was also giving up a part of myself. The energetic, casual spirit that jeans naturally bring to an outfit. A recent 2025 study by the Style Confidence Collective found that 71% of women over 50 felt more youthful and active when wearing well-fitted denim compared to slacks or leggings. The secret is not in avoiding jeans, but in finding the right cut. For example, I recently discovered Madewell's barrel jeans, structured yet forgiving in all the right places. And Agold's straight-leg styles are a dream. They don't cling, they don't sag, and they instantly make you feel pulled together. I love pairing them with a fitted tee or a loose button-up shirt. It keeps my proportions balanced and gives me that effortless modern look. Have you tried a new denim silhouette lately? Or are you still holding on to styles that no longer serve your body today? Don't let discomfort or outdated cuts steal your style confidence. The right jeans can work wonders. Now that we've brought denim back into our lives, let's talk about another unexpected culprit in our closets: the prints that secretly age us and how to make them work for us instead. 4. Overmatching, like a bride from the last century. Back in the day, matching your handbag to your shoes and lipstick was considered polished. But today, too much coordination can make us look outdated and flat. I remember my mother insisting I carry a red bag every time I wore red lipstick. She meant well, but honestly, it made me feel like I was playing dress-up for an old-fashioned portrait. In 2025, a survey by the American Style Confidence Institute found that 72% of women over 50 felt more modern and youthful when they mixed textures rather than matched everything by color. Fashion stylist Denise Caldwell, a trusted expert on mature elegance, says when women let go of outdated fashion rules, they unlock a new level of personal expression. Personally, one of my favorite compliments came when I wore a white lace blouse from J. Crew with a champagne sequin chiffon skirt to a friend's garden party. A younger woman told me I looked like I just stepped off a runway. What made the outfit work wasn't the color match. It was the contrast in fabric textures, soft lace against shimmering sequins, that made it feel fresh and luxe. Try pairing silk with denim or cotton with something bold like faux leather or sequins. It's not about clashing. It's about adding depth and interest to your look. Do you still match your shoes with your bag out of habit? Have you ever stepped out in something bold and been surprised by the compliments? Now that we've unlearned old matching rules, let's talk about the next common mistake that's silently aging many of us. 5. Skipping accessories makes your outfit fall flat. One of the biggest style mistakes I made in my early 50s was walking out the door with no accessories. No earrings, no scarf, no sunglasses, just clothes. And while I thought I looked fine, something always felt unfinished. It was like baking a beautiful cake and forgetting the frosting. I remember watching that episode of Friends where Monica added a tiny silk scarf to a simple outfit, and suddenly, she looked like she had just walked out of a boutique on Madison Avenue. That was my turning point. Now, I never leave home without at least one intentional accessory. Just last week, I wore a basic navy blazer and white top to a business brunch. But I added my two-tone statement earrings from Logos, and suddenly, people were asking if I had a personal stylist. In 2025, a survey by AARP found that 73% of women over 50 felt more confident when wearing accessories that reflect their personality. And fashion psychologist Dr. Elaine Parker said, accessories are how women express quiet confidence without saying a word. So ask yourself, when was the last time you used a scarf to elevate your look instead of just grabbing your sunglasses? What if they were the centerpiece? If you're unsure where to start, consider a pair of bold earrings, a vintage silk scarf, oversized cat-eye sunglasses, or a structured leather watch. Accessories don't need to be expensive, they just need to be intentional. And speaking of intention, let's talk about one often overlooked styling secret that instantly adds polish to any outfit: tailoring. 6 sacrificing style for comfort and losing your shape. I used to think throwing on an oversized hoodie and baggy yoga pants was the ultimate comfort. But one day, I caught a glimpse of myself in a store window and didn't recognize the woman looking back. She looked tired, shapeless, and far older than she felt. This is what happens when comfort completely overtakes style. According to a 2025 survey by the Modern Aging Institute, 62% of women over 50 admit to wearing loose athleisure daily. Yet 71% say they feel less confident in those same outfits. Here's the fix. Choose athleisure pieces with structure and purpose. Brands like Spanx and Frank and Eileen now offer beautifully cut joggers and jackets that hug in the right places without sacrificing ease. A light knit bodycon dress or a tailored silk jumpsuit offers elegance and ease in one piece. And remember this, comfort isn't about hiding your shape, it's about honoring it. Look for materials that hold their form and don't stretch out or wrinkle easily. Think soft knits with recovery, structured cottons, or washable silks. What's your go-to outfit on your most relaxed days? Does it still reflect the woman you are today? As we move on, let's talk about a mistake that hides more than just your figure. It hides your essence. 7 outdated hair and makeup. For years, I stuck with the same layered pixie cut and bold matte lipstick. It felt safe, familiar. But one afternoon, I pulled out an old brick red lipstick from 1998. The moment I saw myself in the mirror, I didn't see a confident woman. I saw a character straight out of a dated TV show. That was my wake-up call. Many women over 50 fall into the habit of never updating their look. Thin eyebrows, heavy powder, harsh lipstick. These were trends decades ago. In 2025, a study from the American Beauty Council found that 72% of women over 50 say updating their makeup routine made them feel instantly younger and more confident. Instead of matte foundations and dark lipsticks, opt for cream blush in soft peach tones and a hydrating tinted balm. Try a soft bob haircut with subtle movement rather than stiff, overstyled layers. Keep brows fuller and brushed naturally. After I turned 60, I found a local makeup artist who specialized in mature skin, and it changed everything. My face looked brighter, my features softer, and for once, I felt truly like myself. What about you? When was the last time you changed your makeup routine or haircut? Do you still use the same lipstick from your 30s? Now, let's move on to something just as important: how jewelry can either elevate or age your entire outfit. 8 Fear of trying something new and missing out on yourself. There was a time I told myself I couldn't wear bold colors. That bright hues were for younger women, not for someone like me. I also believed sandals with a heel were impractical, that jumpsuits were too trendy. I didn't realize it then, but I was boxing myself into a version of me that felt safe but uninspired. One day, almost on a dare to myself, I tried on a pair of burnt orange culottes. The color reminded me of a Florida sunset. The next day at work, a colleague looked at me with a smile and asked if I had just come back from vacation in Miami. That one comment lit something inside me. According to a 2025 study from the American Institute of Mature Style, over 62% of women over 50 avoid new fashion styles because they believe they're not age-appropriate. But style expert Olivia Mason says, age doesn't define style. Openness does. A woman who is willing to experiment naturally appears more vibrant. So here's a gentle push. This season, try just one item you've never worn. Start small. Maybe a brighter scarf, a textured bag, or a new pair of earrings. Then see how it feels. You might ask yourself, when was the last time I wore something just for fun? What have I always admired on others but never tried? Because the truth is, style only grows when you give it space to breathe. And sometimes, the woman you've been waiting to become is hiding inside a color you've never dared to wear. We've just walked through 8 style habits that may be aging us more than we realize. From outdated silhouettes and safe color choices to skipping accessories and being afraid to try something new, each of these can quietly chip away at how confident and vibrant we feel. But here's the truth. It's never too late to refresh your look, and you don't need a total makeover to do it. After 50, it's not about dressing to look younger. It's about dressing to feel alive, relevant, and completely yourself. A wide leg pant that fits just right, a soft pastel blouse that lights up your face, or a bold earring that adds a spark to your outfit can shift your whole energy. So start today. Choose one habit that's no longer serving you and switch it up. Let yourself step out of the comfort zone. Try a new color, a fresh silhouette, or even just a different pair of shoes. Then look in the mirror. Really look. You might be surprised to see the woman staring back, confident, modern, and completely in her element. Because you're not trying to be someone else. You're becoming more of who you've always been, and that is always in style.